Where's Bob Holt?
He's not here right now. He's not here at all.
When's he going to be back?
Not sure when exactly, but he's not in town.
Is this true? You think it's true?
No, I wouldn't think it's true.
Well, come on in, everybody. He's the MP. He's supposed to care about everybody, and he's choosing to remain silent. I'm not sure that's consistent with what his mandate is as far as the constituency. These people are members of his constituency, and they're asking him for assistance, and he's writing them form letters saying for them to go someplace else. That's not responsible. So he's got obligations as an MP. He's got further obligations as a Minister of Indian Affairs, and he's choosing to abrogate those as well. So we're here to remind him that the treaty was here before this particular person and will be here long after. And it's pretty sad that somebody who claims part native heritage would take such a assimilationist position.
About 50% of the land has been clear cut, and we're finding it hard to, like, we have treaty rights to hunt, to fish, to trap, to use the land. You know, in the treaties it says we can continue to use the land. We're not able to do those things because of the clear cuts. And Bob Nolk is saying that it's not his jurisdiction. But we don't agree. Like, you know, the treaties are under with the crown, and it is his responsibility.
It bothers us too that he's inviting American investors to move up north. He can't defend, what he has already, and he's inviting more people to come and exploit the land. More companies.
He's welcome to come to our reserve and see us.
That's Grassy.
Yeah.
I'll mention that to him too.
I think if he's not doing his job, then I guess there's no use for Bob Holt. No meeting. He's not helping us. Not trying to defend us or something.
Bob Holt is not our leader. Bob Holt is not our leader. Our true leaders are our children. Way up, way up.
It's going to get bigger, the longer he ignores it. This is going to become a national issue.
We're going to keep coming back. We're not going to stop.
Let me, I'm obviously going to pass the message.
What's going on isn't right in the first place. Whoever, no matter whose land it is, not one rule that they say is going to be followed is being followed. Not one. Shouldn't First Nations be at that table? When the multinational is gone, who's left at Grassy Narrows? When Bob Nault's done his time and not gotten re-elected, and there's no trees left, and now that Tibby's gone somewhere else, who's left in Grassy Narrows?
I think everything went in one ear and out the next. Yeah, that little guy there is a slimy politician. He wasn't even taking it in. Okay, don't do that. Yeah.
Do you think he's going to do what he says and tell Bob Nault your concerns?
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah. And then what's going to happen?
He's not gonna listen.
He's not gonna listen.
Why not?
Because he doesn't love us. But we used to love him.
Showed to me a total lack of respect. I found that was quite interesting. When she said, yeah, what are you going to tell Bob Nault? Well, it's the things that he said, the things that they said. Yeah, never listened to a single thing. Is anything written down? Well, no. So it's quite interesting when there's absolutely no substance behind his words. Nothing.
The present wisdom through Ministry of Natural Resources is that clear-cutting mimics a forest fire. And unfortunately, if you pull all the wood out, there's nothing to mimic a forest fire. The forest fire, from what my understanding is the only way nutrients are returned to the ground in the boreal forest.
Every 200 years or so, a big fire will come through and take out a large area of forest. And therefore the MNR, the Ministry of Natural Resources, is using that as a rationale for justifying this huge clear cut that we see here today.
And we were told last year by one of the tree planting company foremen that there's a site north of that that's 15,000 acres, and another one that's 10,000 acres.
If a fire were to have come through here, there would be areas that would be like large pockets of the forest that would be left where animals could take refuge. And a fire itself actually prepares the land for the regeneration of that forest. A lot of the species that have been clear cut here depend on fire for regeneration, and so the fire actually enables creates diversity within the forest and allows the healthiness of the forest to continue.
There's not enough bacteria and fungus and detritus animals and organisms to actually eat the wood. So the forest fire is the only way to return the nutrition back into the soil.
It's a cycle. And when they go and cut, then it's a circle. When they cut, that circle is broken because they're hauling the biomass out of there.
Pretty soon, my guess would be there will not be enough mineral in the soil to support a forest growth. With the boreal, there's very, very small amount of soil.
I could show you the publications, the ads that are in the newspaper from MNR and Abitibi, and sometimes it's the same. You see these big signs on the highway: prevent forest fires, save the forest. Well, they're cutting down the forest. They're liquidating the forest and replacing the forest with tree plantations. Yet they tell us that we got to be careful of the fire because that destroys the forest. So you got these signs: prevent forest fires, and at the bottom, Abitibi and Ministry of Natural Resources. They're together.
And this is just one clear cut in one tiny corner of Ontario and Canada, and what we see here today is going on all across Canada, not just within the boreal forest, but within the temperate rainforest on the west coast as well. And it's basically just a race to the bottom to extinguish all our old growth forests and replace them with tree farms.
All through the winter, the harvesting of trees goes on in a race against the elements in order to cut the scheduled volume of timber before the coming of spring.
We don't care about money.